Hey, I'm Pej.
And I'm Paul.
So, my PC in my living room died.
Yeah.
And I primarily used it for music. And we got a pretty big area, so had some nice speakers set up and whatnot. But, you know, it looks kind of clunky out there, so ended up buying a Sonos Player 5. Have you heard of these?
I have, yes. High-end streaming devices, I think.
Right. So there's a lot of these on the market. Sonos, Bose. You can actually, you know, on the cheap, you can get a Google Cast, plug it into your hi-fi system. Pretty much does the same thing. But what I like about the Sonos, and why I think it's very interesting, is that it's a very nice piece of hi-fi equipment. It streams from both your, you know, music library, what's on your device, whether it's Android or Apple or Windows. And you get a lot of the internet services, which is common these days, including Spotify, Slacker, and a variety of other ones that you add. And the sound fills the room.
Yeah.
So it does the equivalent of what my PC did with some mediocre speakers, but I don't have a hi-fi unit in that area, and I don't.
Just a good-looking speaker, right? And they're
It's compact,
agnostic as well, so they play well with all the different.
Yeah. So it streams my music library. Brings in all of the internet radio. We get pretty much anywhere on the planet. You get the radio stations. I'm a big fan of Slacker. Phenomenal service. Highly recommended. Let me show you real quick what the interface looks like. So here I have my iPhone. Works on your iPad, Windows, Android, all of that. It's got a very simple interface. So here, as you can see, I've got I can set up my playlist. I can access my music library. I can check out what music's on my phone. Here I am doing that. Pick any one of these, it will play it right away. Control audio from here as well. It's also got some interesting things like you can set up an alarm, so it'll notify you. Obviously, you can hook in other equipment through a line in. And then, you've got a variety of different services on here. So I've added Slacker, radio, by TuneIn, and there's a variety of other services that we can add into this as well, and you can go ahead and they've done a pretty good job on this one. So the interface is very basic. If you have multiple Sonoses, you can add these to this. You can play different rooms. Of course, you can link the Sonos speakers together to give you stereo sound, or if you get the bass, you can do that. It's not, it's a really cool system. I think the one knock on it is it's very expensive. Like they can put you, a dual pair of like the Sonos One can put you back $500-$600, and then they got like the Sonos 3, the Sonos 5, a booster and whatnot. But these are hi-fi, high-end equipment, hi-fi systems. You can use it for surround sound. They look very nice. If you're into that, it's mid to high. It's a mid-range, but it can get very expensive.
Right, like you said, they have different ones and different sets of speakers, and they all kind of work together. I think the main thing to point out too is that it's a streaming device, right? It has no storage on its own.
Yes, yeah. So it requires either music from your phone or your device that's attached to it, or somewhere within your house that you're going to pull from. Or you got to have
a dedicated computer with your library on it if you don't want to do the internet services.
Yeah, so either a NAS or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so highly recommended. Very beautiful. Sits in the room. Looks nice. I guess beauty's in the eye of the beholder. My wife likes it because there's not a dedicated laptop or a PC there. And it fills the room really, really well. So that's another plus for it.
And that's the Play 5, is that?
I got the Play 5, but there's a 1 and a 3 and whatnot. So
okay.
I do like them. You can go on the cheap, which is a variety of other devices. The cheapest is buy the Chromecast, plug it into your hi-fi unit. Does exactly the same thing. Maybe not all the services, but it costs you $30-$40.
And it's got good sound and good bass. I've heard it myself. It's nice sounding for sure. Yeah. So it really comes down to, do you have good quality hi-fi equipment now to hear music, or do you need something else?
Yeah.
Or the locations of your house or whatever. So
I think my addition to this one is maybe get a turntable and attach it to it, and I'm going completely old and new school.
Yeah, it is quite the mix, yeah.
Yeah. I'm Pej.
And I'm Paul.